y'all. Good morning. Let's get into our show. I got to hit it and quit it, honey, because listen, I got to be on time for my meeting coming up. So my meeting is at 11. So I got a little play time. I said, let me go ahead and knock out. We're not going to have a long, as we usually do, car chronicles, but we are going to give you guys the news I know y'all can use. So let's go ahead and jump on in. Let's go ahead, because I did not want to leave you guys without your show this morning. I'm prepared for my meeting, so I said, let's go ahead on and get us in a good car chronicles. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Y'all see I got on my little cutesy shirts, and we been talking a little corporate talk. So I got to look, got my hair pulled back into a cute little bun. Y'all see me? All right, so we can look corporate. Got to look corporate, all right, because I got to be on camera. All right, so but let's get into, y'all see me? Let's get into the things of the things. All right, let's speak to everybody first. Good morning to everybody. Happy Friday Eve. Today is Thursday. Hallelujah. And tomorrow is Friday. Glory to God. All right. My top flight, my Rose is in the building. Good morning, Rose. Mary Jacobs, good morning. Good morning. Reba 0616 is here. Be Wiser is here. Daisy Lewis is here. Bertie Tulu Taylor is in the building. Felicia is here. Lana Thomas is here. Erica Butler is here. Who else we got? Everybody else still coming in? Great. Let's go ahead and get started. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Okay, let's get into it. All right, we don't have a lot of politics. Yeah, we got one topic for politics. All right, let's share. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. I don't know, I feel like I'm in rush this morning. I don't know why. All right, so shout out to Neighborhood Talk. It said, who asked for this? Trump is over there spending money he should not be spending versus putting it where it needs to go. Now, we get ready to, in the month of November, have millions of people without food due to SNAP benefits and other benefits and people being furloughed and laid off, et cetera, et cetera. But this motherfucker is thinking about demolishing and renovating one of the wings, the East Wing to be exact, in the White House. Why is that more important to have a ballroom versus people here in the United States having food, shelter, and the things are the things? A ballroom that you're going to use sporadically throughout the year, but food you need every single day and a roof over your head in order to survive. So I'm not seeing the importance here of a wing being renovated into a ballroom versus people being able to eat and feed their families. Let's get into this. All right, it says that Trump demolishes the entire East Wing of the White House in attempt to begin $250 million ballroom renovation and presidential bunker upgrade. Why do we need that?
Breaking news, the New York Times reporting the White House is planning to demolish the entire East Wing of the White House, all part of the president's plan to make room for a $200 million ballroom. The demolition plans are far more extensive than originally noted. The Times says the teardown should be finished by the end of the weekend. Breaking news, the New York Times reporting.
So this is what they're looking to get. So a fucking ballroom is more important than people eating and feeding their families and paying their bills. This is what's more important to him. This is why he need to be out of.
Other announcements from the White House and from the president. We are proud to announce that the construction of the new White House ballroom will begin. For 150 years, presidents, administrations, and White House staff have longed for a large event space on the White House complex that can hold substantially more guests than currently allowed. President Trump has expressed his commitment to solving this problem on behalf of future administrations and the American people. The White House is one of the most beautiful and historic buildings in the world. Yet the White House is currently unable to host major functions, honoring world leaders in other countries without having to install a large and unsightly tent approximately 100 yards away from the main building's entrance. The White House State Ballroom will be a much-needed and exquisite addition of approximately 90,000 total square feet of innately designed and carefully crafted space with a seated capacity of 650 people, which is a significant increase from the 200 other announcements from the White House and from the president seated capacity in the East Room of the White House. In recent weeks, President Trump has held several meetings with members of the White House staff, the National Park Service, the White House Military Office, and the United States Secret Service to discuss design features and planning. President Trump has chosen McCreary Architects as the lead architect, which is well known for their classical architectural design and based right here in our nation's capital. The construction team will be headed by Clark Construction, and the engineering team will be led by AECOM. The project will begin in September 2025, and it is expected to be completed long before the end of President Trump's term. President Trump and other donors have generously committed to donating the funds necessary to build this approximately.
So you won't even be able to use said renovation within your term. So make sense to me that you start this huge renovation to seat 650 people costing $250 million versus putting that money towards SNAP benefits and other benefits that will be beneficial to people who will be without. Who the fuck cares about a 90,000 square foot renovation ballroom for world leaders to come over here and have to not pitch a tent? If you must pitch a tent so that the people in the U.S. can eat and have a roof over their heads and continue to have their benefits, so be it. You're not having that many meetings with world leaders every single day and or week. So it costs the White House nothing to get a tent and put it where it needs to go so that the people here can survive. I don't need to hear no more from her. Let's get into this. Trump is reportedly in the middle of renovating the east wing of the White House. And according to CBS, that renovation includes presidential bunker located underneath the east wing as well. Why do you need a presidential bunker? Why do you need a presidential bunker? Now, according to CBS, the White House military office is handling the bunker's transformation. Now, the space is typically known as the President's Emergency Operations Center, first constructed in the 1940s during World War II under the Roosevelt administration. Now, Trump plans to replace the historic East Wing with a ballroom that's expected to cost $250 million. He claims that it's all being privately funded by patriotic donors. Really? That he recently held a legacy dinner to show his appreciation for their support in the multi-million-dollar renovation. Now, construction for the 90,000 square foot ballroom began in September. Trump says that he is in favor of the change after previously having to host events with world leaders underneath a tent on the South Lawn. Now, if all goes as planned, the East Wing will completely demolish in the next few weeks, at which you guys see they've already started. They said that Trump is really trying to leave his mark on the White House. What do you guys think about that? Now, Trump, don't you own Trump Towers? Do they not have a ballroom there? So why not take the world leaders to your building, Trump Towers, because you have several, and host your ballroom activities there versus taking $250 million to be exact, even if it was donated by whoever. You see that benefits are currently shut down and will be shut down for quite some time. Now, I'm hearing that this is the longest, or getting ready to be almost the longest shutdown. The longest shutdown was for, I think, 32, if I'm not, 32 days, I want to say. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So as of now, we are on the 22nd day of our shutdown, marking it the second longest in history. The longest shutdown has lasted 35 days, which occurred during Donald Trump's first term. So now we are facing a second shutdown under your term. We didn't have that with Obama in office. Yeah, we didn't have that in Obama's office. We didn't have that when Obama was running the country. Only when Trump got his bald-headed, side swoop having ass up in there have we now had our second shutdown. What is that? That sounds like some misappropriation of funds, if you will. All right. But we're going to move on because I can't stay on it too long. Moving right along. All right. Some more misappropriation of funds. All right. Trump ain't the only one out here on the bullshit. Let's get into it. Lord, Lord, Lord. All right. Again, shout out to Neighborhood Talk. Yeah, he's destroying this country, honey. One day at a time. You hear me? So a nonprofit director is accused of using over $11 million in government funds meant to feed hungry kids on a mansion and her man. gave him $1 million. Y'all see him with the G-Wagon in the back, tricked out with the special candy paint, if you will. Okay, we know a little bit. Let's get into it, because your ass about to go to jail. Look at this lavish home behind her. G-Wagons and lavish homes, all on government money. You about to go to jail for a very long time. So it said the girls are stealing on a federal leave, child. Said a Missouri woman who was supposed to be helping feed low-income kids is now on trial for allegedly running a multi-million-dollar scam and living like she was on Selling Sunset. It said that according to prosecutors, 46-year-old Kanye Bobo, who ran the New Heights Community Resources Center in Bridgeton, a St. Louis suburb, finessed over $11 million in government funds meant to feed hungry children and used it to ball out instead. Now, they say that she filed fake reimbursement claims, claiming that her nonprofit served nearly 6 million meals, but the receipts were not adding up. So the state reportedly sent her millions between 2019 and 2022, and they said that sis allegedly spent it on 5 luxury properties, including a $1 million mansion that she called her office, a $2.2 million real estate investment, and even a bright yellow Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon for her man, Howard Hughes III. Now, prosecutors say that Miss Bobo dropped nearly $1.4 million on her boo, who allegedly blew over $200K of it on that Benz. Said that the feds also claimed that when her lies started catching up to her, she began forging documents and putting family and friends down as board members, including one friend who said that she didn't even know that she was listed as vice president until the FBI called. Ciao. Now, and when the feds pulled up to arrest her, said that they claimed that she refused to cooperate and tried to flee her home and caused a 2-hour standoff with agents. Now, Bobo's lawyers say that she did not mean to violate the rules and thought that she was acting in the best interest of the community. Oh, really? But prosecutors are not buying it. She is now facing wire fraud, identity theft, and obstruction of justice on all for turning kids' food programs into a luxury sugar mama freak off. Not freak off, girl. Let me find out you working with Diddy over here, okay? Child, see when you out here on the fraud. Now, there's going to be a lot more fraud going on with benefits and other things. People been laid off. Y'all know, child, when people start losing money, they start turning to crime. So we're going to start seeing a lot of crime going up now with a lot of people doing fraudulent activities. Hell, they still picking up people for PPP loans. People still going to jail for PPP loans. Destiny ain't been yet, so they still, they still on it. Destiny's still running around here free, and she ain't been picked up yet for her PPP loan. Yeah, I'm calling you out. I am. Because your own employees came forward to say, bitch, you got a PPP loan and you ain't up and paid them. So where is the money? What's in your wallet? As they say. Okay. Woo, child, let's move on, though. Let's move on. All right, so y'all know yesterday we talked about Heavenly, okay? Dr. Heaven, got to give a doctor because she did go to school, all right? But from Married to Medicine, we've got an update on her. We told you guys yesterday that she was demoted from a main cast member on Married to Medicine to now being a friend of on the show. They do have 2 new cast members, but Dr. Heavenly did let the people know why she was demoted, okay? Now, for a person who run their mouth as much as she do and stay in other folk business, it's just so crazy to me why you don't know about your own damn business, all right? So according to Dr. Heavenly says that she was demoted from Married to Medicine because Bravo does not allow cast members to run for Congress. Now, she says she did not know that prior to running. Now, see, if you would have stayed out of everybody else's motherfucking business and minded your own, the one that pays you, girl, you would have known the rules of being on said reality show because you wanted to be on there so bad since your ass was a whole built Michelin man built bodied ass over there, okay? When you was big, fat, and plump, standing back looking at the other slender girls, hoping and wishing that you could be in their position. Remember when Mariah and Toya got into that good old fight by the pool over there at Carrie's house? That episode? Yeah, that's when we first saw you and Dr. Daddy standing over there salivating over the other girls because you wanted to beat them, all right? So now that you've gone out here and gotten that good old gastric bypass so you can blend with the other girls, you didn't take the good old time to open your book, girl, and read where the clause said that you shall not be in any part of Congress and be a main cast member on Bravo said show. right? So let's get into it. All right. So fans were shocked to learn that Dr. Heavenly Kimes, honey, was demoted from Married to Medicine after being a full-time cast member for 11 seasons. Now, it goes on to say, but it turns out that fans were not the only ones surprised. Heavenly says she was too. How? Well, you a doctor. You're supposed to be smart, right? You're supposed to read contracts and clauses, girl. You got to read, girl, and read. Okay. So according to Heavenly, she was demoted because you're not allowed to run for Congress while working for Bravo. It said that she revealed that it took 8 weeks for Bravo to finalize her new contract. And considering the season only films for 12 weeks, they left very little time. Now, Bravo reportedly struggled to determine what they could do and couldn't air due to her campaign for Georgia House District 93. So, side note, they said that the man interviewing Heavenly is none other than Giselle Bryant's ex-husband, child, the lying, schlong-slinging Jamal Bryant. Let's get into it. Y'all ready for this?
No, on Bravo, you ain't allowed to run for office.
Really?
We're not allowed to run for office, but hell, I didn't know it. And ignorance is bliss. Because,
Yes.
baby, I had all this switchy thing. And, you know, if I feel like I'm changing, I'm doing something unprecedented.
Yeah.
Because initially it took them 8 weeks to get my contract together because they
Yes.
said you can't do it. You can't tell me what I can't do.
That's right.
Then they did it again, the same thing, right? It took them 8 weeks. We only filmed 12 weeks. It took them 8 weeks. They had to get outside counsel to see if they could cover it, how they could cover it,
Right.
you know, and things like that. And they came back and they, you know, and they got the parameters where they can show it on the
Okay.
show. I didn't know on Bravo you ain't allowed to run for office.
Really? When you win,
When I win,
when
I win, speak it.
are you gonna still be able to do the show?
That's a question.
Yeah.
But when God gave me the plan, I didn't see the show in it. I didn't see the show in it. Now,
Correction. If God gives you a plan to do something, everything should align with his plan, correct? God is not going to say, girl, go out there and run for Congress, and then you screw up your job over here. That's not how God works. God is not a God of confusion, sis. Let's go ahead and preach to you this morning. Okay, Pastor Rail got a word for you this morning. God is not a God of confusion. He shall not tell you to go over here and do something where you shall be elevated, okay, while everyone else is aggravated. Hallelujah. All right. And then you mess up your setup over here. Everything should align accordingly. Okay, you got to read your clauses and things. The Lord will not put you in a situation that's going to pull you down. All right, so you done messed up your money from being a main cast member to now being a friend of. Friend of do not make the same amount as a main cast member. So you allow 2 new girls to come in and what girl take your spot? That's exactly what happened. Now I'm happy that it happened. Okay, maybe that was the Lord's work because the people were tired of your damn mouth. Maybe this is going to be the one thing to get you up off the show when you do start to run for Congress, if you get the position, because I ain't vote. This is going to be one vote you ain't get. All right. I'm not voting for you. I'm saying it right here on my show. You will not get my vote. But, all right, you should have read your clauses. All right. It's probably in your code of conduct that you shall not be in any member of Congress and still be on their show. Okay, it's very contradictory. But let's continue.
trust me, when I will probably have one more. Okay, am I talking too much, Freddie? Am I saying too much?
Yeah,
whatever
Freddie
God, he not here.
No.
Whatever God got for me, that's what I'm willing to do. And it is a big deal. It is the same. You know, the show pay good. This don't. But I gotta do what God tells me to do.
When you win.
When I win.
All right, so now she's saved, honey, since she running for office because she need them good votes, all right? She done went out here and been anointed and appointed, as they say in church, girl, because she want to be in that Congress seat. So she's saved out here now, just like a nigga going to jail. Nothing make you be saved when you want something from the people. Ain't that right? But all right, so that's what had happened with Heavenly. She is now Holy Ghost filled and fire baptized because she want to be a member of Congress and done damn near lost her job in the process. Thank you, Lord, for doing your good work. Okay. Continue to work and move on up out of there. All right. Thank you. And let's move on to the next topic. All right. Garcelle Beauvoir. I love her name. All right. Miss Fancy from the Jamie Foxx show, if you will. I love her. She said that she left Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because it was hurting her spirit. And she reacts to Erica and Bozama on Watch What Happens Live as mean girl behavior. Y'all know it's a lot of mean girls, child, on across the Bravo network. All right. The girls are girling on that show. And she was tired of that bullshit and she left. And she said she shall never return back again. So let's see what she had to say. Shout out to Bravo Snarkside.
Do you miss Housewives at all?
No.
So you're not coming back at all?
Not anytime soon.
Wow.
No.
So for
I mean, it was great. It was great in terms of like I got a new audience and there were really wonderful things that happened because of the show. But I think my time was up.
Yeah.
So why did you leave? Because your time was up, or was it contracts? Was it more money? Or
no, nothing like that. I just couldn't do it anymore. It was really hurting my spirit.
Gotcha.
I just couldn't do it. Yeah, that was really it.
People try to pit you and Bose against each other, and they thought that was the reason.
I don't know why. No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, I met with Bose prior to her coming onto the show for lunch. We got along great. So no, it wasn't anything like that. It was just I couldn't physically, mentally, spiritually do it anymore.
I'm big on discernment. How do you know, especially in this business, when something does not agree with your spirit?
You know what? I've been really great about choosing me when I'm faced with.
Do you miss Housewives at all?
I love that for her.
With something. I've done it with, relationships. I've done it in other places where I felt like, you know what, if I don't choose me, it will probably not work out for me.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I have faith, and I just knew it was time. Yeah.
But now, what is Sutton going to do without you?
Girl, I don't know. That's on her.
You were support, in a lot of ways. So, but you're on your own now, Sutton. My bad.
When we had Bose up here, I'd asked her about the unfollowing on Instagram because that became a whole thing. You unfollowed some of the ladies.
All the ladies.
All of the ladies.
When I left.
Yes.
Yeah. When I left.
And I mean, the fans were commenting why they thought it happened. And she said that she thought maybe it was just like, you go through a breakup, you just want to get rid of everything.
That's exactly
what
right.
was the reason?
I just needed space. I just didn't, I follow people who I want to see what they're doing and I want to support. And if you're not in my life, I don't see why I need to follow you.
Yeah. I don't want to see what they're doing.
No.
There's no need for it.
With something.
There was also the thing too of when Erica Jane and when Erica Jane and Bose were on Watch What Happens Live and Andy asked about you not returning to the show. Did you see that clip?
I saw the clip, yeah.
How did you feel about the answers?
Mean Girls. That's all.
What was the clip? Because me and Charlamagne looking at each other like, I don't know what that clip was.
So basically he asked about how they felt about Garcelle not returning to the show, and they were silent. And it was like nobody wanted to say anything. And then when Erica said something, it was like, won't he do it? Like, it was like there was a weird pause, and we were trying to figure out what that meant. And the fans hopped in the comments when Bose was here and said that there was no support from her to you. She said that wasn't true. But do you feel like she supported you through that season?
I really don't want to go back there, honestly. I'm here for my movie. I'm
love
producing, I'm selling shows. I just would like to stay on a positive note.
I just want to apologize for my co-host.
See, she's not there for the bullshit. At some point in time, you just grow up and you just don't have time to be arguing and fighting with girls for a fucking check. You just don't have time for that. I saw a post yesterday where I was reading where Kim Fields, you guys know Kim Fields was on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she said that was one of the worst mistakes that she could have ever made in her entire career in terms of being on that show because it was contrary to everything that she stood for. She said that they attacked her marriage. They were calling her husband gay on the show. And some other things was going on. She was being bullied. Of course, you guys saw the interaction between she and Kenya Moore. Y'all know Kenya don't like nobody that's doing more than her, that's got a little bit more clout than her. Y'all know Kim Fields is royalty, Hollywood royalty. So for her to be on the show, when I saw her on the show, I was like, what is she doing on here? Why is she on this ratchet ass show with girls just, reading girls down and just being ratchet as hell and just coming, all the way left at people? Why is she on this damn show? How you come from the shows that you've been on, sis? Okay. To being on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, it just was not giving what it needed to be given. But she said she decided not to come back because it definitely just did not fit within who she felt she was as a person. It was contrary to who she saw herself to be, this actress, somebody who had certain standards, and she felt like she gave a lot of those standards up being on the show because of the things that was being thrown at her and people coming at her like Kenya and other people on the show. She was tired of fighting. She was tired of her family being attacked. So I get it. At some point, you got to bow out gracefully and say, this ain't me. I don't need this check this bad. I can go somewhere else and make a bag and not have to deal with this type of mess. And that's just how it has to be. So shout out to Garcelle Beauvoir for understanding who she is and not feeling like she needs to stay on the show for a paycheck and put up with a lot of bullshit and mean girl-ish. All right. Because child, a lot of times when girls are being mean like that and coming at you, a lot of times it's jealousy. she's the shit. She's also Hollywood royalty as well. She's been around for quite some time. I mean, hell, she was in Coming to America. Go look at it. And she been Coming to America. She was one of the flower girls, throwing the flowers on the floor. Yeah, she was. She's been in Hollywood for quite some time. So shout out to her. Let's get into the next topic. Hollywood Unlocked. Thank you. All right. Yeah, she been getting a bag for a long time. So, girl, listen, you ain't got to put up with that mess. Go somewhere else and get a bag and be peaceful, honey. Okay. When the girls be clocking you like that, that means you're doing something right. It's a little jealousy there. Keep doing what you're doing, but do it somewhere else. All right. Let them hoes salivate by themselves. Moving right along. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. All right. Gilbert Arenas, all right, admits that he lies to his wife 10 to 12 times a day, and her job is to catch the lie. What do y'all think about that? He is the most disrespectful bastard I have ever seen in my life. When I tell you, well, aside from Martell, okay, Martell, he definitely holds the crown. But Gilbert Arenas, you here. Martell is here, you here, okay? We're not gonna let you surpass him because, child, you about to do this right here. But Martell, we gotta give you the crown. And right underneath him is Ralph, Drew Sidora husband. All right. But Gilbert Arenas, honey, said he lies to his wife all the time, honey, 10 to 12 times a day. And her job in their relationship, honey, is to catch the lie. All right, let's get into what he had to say. And he said it so loud and proud, like it was just nothing. He was real nonchalant.
When the NBA season starts, that's where all the bad habits are. So when the season starts, now I'm flying to Miami. Now I'm flying to Atlanta. Now I'm flying to Los Angeles, New York, right? Houston.
Yeah.
Coming in 2, 3 in the morning. Where am I going? Strip club, right? Club. So we are partying and drinking damn near every city we go.
What?
Different girls every city we go. So we're partying during the season on our work schedule. In the summer, we ain't doing none of that.
Yeah.
Because our girlfriends and our families here. I lie to my wife every day.
What the fuck?
10, 12 lies a day. That's my job, to lie. Her job is to try to catch the lie.
So you've been through the whole phase.
Yeah.
And you lived it, and now you're settled down. I'm not gonna lie, respect.
No, see, you said settle down like I'm happy. that's wild, man. Don't put that on. When the NBA season starts.
That's the most disrespectful shit ever. If I was his wife and I saw this interview, by the time his ass got back home, the locks would be changed, your shit would be thrown out, and bitch, get the fuck away from this house. Don't ever let your tires ride back by here. That's how that shit would go down, okay? Divorce papers would be filed and waiting for the spousal support, and if there's any kids involved, child support as well. Okay? That's disrespectful. That was disrespectful. I don't know if you was looking for a ha-ha or, whatever, a pat on the back, but that was mad disrespectful to say you lie to your wife 10 to 12 times a day, and it's her job to catch that lie, and she's stupid enough to stay with you after hearing this interview, then it screams volumes about the type of bitch she is, too. And I don't like calling people bitch, but woman, let's say woman, because she ain't do nothing to me, but the type of woman that she is, okay? Women, when you see bitch-ass niggas like this right here, please run the other way. All right. If that ain't a red flag, that's a few red flags. But if that ain't a red flag sitting right there, I mean, you guys knew how much of trash he was whenever he was with Laura Govan. Y'all know who she is, honey, from Basketball Wives, and how he treated her. All right. How he gave her an engagement ring and then turned around. And when things started kind of going left, he stole the ring from her. Okay. And gave her a fake ring, a replica of the one that he gave her. All right. And when she tried to go get the ring appraised, they told her, girl, this ring fake. He took the $1.something million ring back from her and gave her a fake one. Okay. Yeah. Gave her a fake ring. She was saying she didn't want to wear the real ring because she didn't want somebody to rob her. Okay. So she would put it in like a little box or whatever. And then when she go out, occasionally she would wear it. But he saw this ring and went took it from her and got a replica ring, fake one, if you will, and replaced it. And she didn't even know the shit till she went to get it appraised. All right. Trash. Okay. Then he left her and didn't want to help her with the kids. A whole bunch of shit he did to her. But now he found somebody crazy enough to marry him, and you're sitting up here and disparaging this woman and making her seem like she's this stupid girl who needs you more than you need her, and telling the whole world that you lie to her at least 10 to 12 times a day. That's just disrespect. That's disrespect. And I hope she wake up and realize exactly what she's got herself into and get far away from you. A lot of these basketball wives, they stay with these men because of the lifestyle, and they put up with a lot of shit. We've seen these women get beat up in elevators and drugged and cussed out and mistreated, all for the lifestyle. Okay. It's really not that it's not worth it. It's really not worth it. So that's why when you marry these men, you should go ahead and start your own businesses on the side so you don't feel like you need him more than you. So I don't know who this individual is that's married to him, but sis, he's trash. Moving right along. Moving right along. All right. Let's get into Kanye West. All right. Kanye West. We have one more topic after this, and then I need to prepare for my upcoming meeting. Okay. Let's get into Kanye. Kanye wants to be a father to his daughter, Northwest, which he shares with Kim Kardashian. She seems to be a bit out of control. She is on social media, TikTok to be exact. Kanye does not want his children or his child to be on social media because he feels like she's growing up too much. Now, she went out and got these fake tattoos on her face. She's replicating what she see other people do. As you guys can see, all these chains around her neck, the fake tattoos on her face, the grill in her mouth. She just looks, the eyelashes. I mean, what is she, like 10, 11 or so? She's too old. She's dressing older. I did see where Kim Kardashian did an interview where she was being judged for allowing her daughter to be walking around with a corset and a really short mini skirt on like that. Is inappropriate attire for a 10-year-old girl. And at the end of the day, if you don't hurry up and get her in her place, then she's going to be out of control. And this is the behavior that she's going to display. And then you won't be able to do shit when she turns 16, 18, 21 years old. She's going to be out of control. She's going to constantly be getting arrested. I mean, typical Hollywood kid, right? But you guys can see her right here. It appears that she is definitely growing up too much, and she's definitely being exposed to a lot. Because how do you know how to do this? How do you know to put this shit on your face and all? She's been exposed too much. TikTok definitely is not the place for a 10, 11-year-old. There's a lot of pedos on there. It's a lot of inappropriate stuff on TikTok. It's a lot of inappropriate language. Like, she definitely don't need to be on there. And as much as I don't think Kanye West is in his right mind, I do think what he says in this video that I'm getting ready to play to you guys, I think that something may have clicked in his mind, kind of got right for a few seconds or so. Does he need to be 5150? Absolutely. But does he want to be a great father to his children? Yes. And he, said in another interview, he was getting a lot of kickback from the Kardashians not wanting him to be around. At one point, he didn't even know where his kids were. They wouldn't even tell him where his kids were so he could visit them. So I don't know what kind of visitation plan or whatever they have going for them per their divorce. But he said the Kardashians, they are being very difficult when it comes to him seeing or being around his kids. He was mad at Jay-Z for not helping him. I don't know what Jay-Z's supposed to do, but he's mad at Jay-Z and other people in the industry for not helping him be able to have interactions with his kids. Like, it's a mess. But let's get into what he had to say. All right, so it says Kanye West speaks on his daughter, Northwest.
Everybody, I just got off the phone with Kim. I told her to stop antagonizing me with this TikTok thing. I said it's never again. I am her father. I know y'all don't respect fathers and the idea of family, and media tries to promote something. I said I'm not allowing my daughter to be used by TikTok, to be used by Disney. I have a say-so. And then when people say, oh, they're going to use this for you in court, I didn't have a say-so on whether or not they went to Sierra Canyon. Most men do not, there's no such thing as 50-50 custody in society today. That's not even, it always leans towards the mom. But right now, and I'm happy that you guys got to see just a small piece of what I dealt with. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, everybody, I just got off the phone with...
While I do applaud him for speaking up for his daughter, you do have somebody else's daughter, which is your wife, okay? Bianca Censore, or however you say her name, running around town, child, butt-ass naked most of the time. She ain't got no bra on, see-through shirts, no drawers. Now, while I do applaud you for stepping up and saying that there's some inappropriate behavior going on with your 10, 11, 12, however old she is, in terms of how her mother allowed her to come out and or act online and offline, you got to also have that same energy when it comes to your wife, the person you took vows to. Why do you allow your wife and or think that it's appropriate for her to walk around half naked where men are gawking at her and looking at her private parts? Then your daughter walking around here with these fake ass tattoos on her face with all this shit here going on and these she looks demonic. She looks demonic. I don't know what the hell Kim got going on. I know she has other kids as well, but y'all need to do something with this one right here because she's going to be a problem. She is going to be a problem. The same energy and love and adoration that you have for your daughter needs to also be had for your wife, because that's somebody else's daughter too that you are, I'm gonna say, forcing, because she looked like a trafficking victim when y'all are out in public. Your wife, Bianca, The one that tried to 5150 you and you said, hell no, I won't go that one. She looks like a trafficking victim. She looks like she's scared when she's walking around with no fucking clothes on, freezing cold. In one of those videos I saw her, he had on a full-fledged chinchilla jacket, fur jacket, and this girl walking around with this see-through mess on. I said, what is this? If you cold and freezing, he was like this. And she walking around with this little sheer thing on. No stop, nothing on her legs, and these little look like flip-flop looking shoes. I was like, but then you sitting on how, like, again, I applaud you for trying to be a father, but that same energy need to be had towards your wife. That's all I'm saying. You walk around with your wife butt ass naked damn near all over time. Everybody's seeing every single unmentionable on your wife. Now, your daughter is going to probably grow up to be the same way if y'all don't hurry up and catch it. She's what, 12? Somebody said in the chat she's 12. Highly inappropriate for that age range. She don't need no fucking lashes on. Take them lashes off. She don't need a nose ring. She don't need these fake ass tattoos, and she damn sure don't need all that shit around her neck. Let her be a child. That's the problem I have with a lot of these parents. A lot of these parents now, you guys are allowing your children to grow up too fast. Let kids be kids. Society is raising our kids. This is inappropriate. My daughter, if I had a daughter, she would never. I would say, get your ass up there and take them lashes off, get that shit off your face, and take every one of them necklaces off and get your ass back down here and let's have a conversation. That's the conversation I would have with mine. People think that's so cute. That's not cute. That's not cute. That's not cute. And I think the Kardashians, as crazy as Kanye is, he is still her father. I think the Kardashians need to wake the fuck up and allow him to be a father. Because I feel like Kim and him might be a little too soft. See, they think that shit be cute. What mother allowed her 12-year-old to walk around with a damn corset and the little boobs that she do have pushed up like she a grown-ass woman? There are pedos out there. She is a Hollywood star by way of her parents. So you have grown-ass men gawking at your daughter with a little butt cheeks hanging out the back with a little short skirt. I saw the pictures. I said, what is this? But they don't want Kanye to say anything. They don't want him to be a parent. They don't want him to have that interaction and that steering and rearing for his kids. You have sons who also need fathers in their life as well. So I totally disagree with what's going on with Miss Northwest, baby. You're growing up too fast. You need to get the fuck off TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and any other social media platform and focus on school and being a little girl. She's going to be pregnant by 16 if they don't get her because she's exposed to way too much. I saw a video, too, that she did on TikTok where she said she'd rather live with her father than her mother because her mother is too busy. I don't know what my mom does. This is her. She talked real grown. I don't know what it is that my mom does, but she's like really busy and she don't really have time for me. So really, I would rather live with my father instead. Just grown as hell. Child. Oh, Lord. Let me have her one day. I promise you when she go back home, it's going to be yes, ma'am, no, sir. I guarantee you. Mine do it. Mine do it. Okay. I got that. I told you I'm an old school parent. Try me if you want to. The mouth do match the hands. Try it. Okay. I don't care how big you get. I tell my son that all the time. I don't care how big that you get over me and you are going to be 6 foot something. I'm still mama. You will respect me. I don't care if you turn 34, 97. I'm still mama. If I got to look up at you, you will respect me. And that's how you got to teach your kids. Put the fear, not like, oh my God, not that. Fear meaning I'm not going to disrespect mama because it's something in me that's keeping me from going overboard. Yeah, I'm an adult, but I'm not going to disrespect mama. I don't disrespect my mother. I did not disrespect my father when he was here. The good book say you honor your mother and your father so your days will be long on the land that the Lord give you. So when you disrespect your parents, this is what you're doing to your life. Okay? You wonder why people dropping like flies? Did you disrespect your parents? You cut off your life. You ending your days when you disrespect the person that brought you here. Okay, parents? I keep telling you, you can't be friends with your kids. Parents, there's a difference. There's a fine line. Let's move on, though. All right, so this is our last topic. Everyone knows who Armon Wiggins is. All right, I like Armon. He's funny as hell. I do watch his commentary sometime when I get a chance. But he is fighting with Cardi B, and she took some time out of her busy schedule to respond to him. All right, so Cardi B goes off on YouTuber Armon Wiggins in an explosive Twitter Spaces rant. All right, child. Armon is upsetting the girl. So let's go ahead and read it before we hear what Cardi had to say to him, as well as his response. All right. Says that you talked to me while I was down. Later, when I go on Twitter, says I see you talking to people that bring me down. This is Cardi talking. So it said Cardi B isn't holding back today. Says she's currently live on Twitter Spaces, firing off on YouTuber Armon Wiggins after he's been sneakily throwing shade. Y'all know he is very shady. Says including a tweet last night where he questioned why anyone even likes her, meaning Cardi B. Said fed up with the low-key disses and confusing loyalties, said especially around the Nicki Minaj drama. Said that Cardi took to the mic to set the record straight, and she's making it clear that she's done playing nice. Now, after Cardi has responded to Armon Wiggins says, serious question to people genuinely like Cardi B and her music. Or is it only when they want to piss Nicki off? So it sounded like he's leaning more towards liking Nicki more or supporting Nicki Minaj more in this whole Twitter rant and or beef between the two ladies, Cardi and Nicki Minaj. Hey, that's his choice. You can't tell a person who to support, but he is definitely rubbing Cardi the wrong way. Y'all know Cardi is hella pregnant. She's gonna be giving birth child, what I think she said January. Yeah, but she still got time, honey, to snap off on Armon. Let's go ahead and get into it. Shout out to the girls are fighting, because baby, the girls are what? Fighting. Let's get into it.
You talking about me and I'm not replying back, or I'm taking the high road, or blah blah blah. Don't ever think it's because you're bullying me or picking on me. It's because you're and I'm not even gonna say the word irrelevant. It's just that I just don't really want to waste my time going back and forth with you, because it's like, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it, me going back and forth with you? Is it? I know the clout I'm gonna give you. I know that you want the attention, because you know one thing I noticed, everybody that fucking want attention from me has mommy issues. But don't ever think that you talking at 52 teeth and I'm letting you talk it is because I'm scared of you, or is it because I'm scared to reply to you, or is it because I can't read you? Because it's so easy to read y'all Dr. Seuss book to me. That's how easy it will be for me to feed your ass. But the reason why, because it's like, you know, me, I be having like little problems every single day. I have so many to do with my business, with my life, with the things that I want to do. So sometimes I be like, is it worth me applying to this? But it's like, I'm tired of playing with me. I'm tired of using my name. And at the end of the day, you need to get on your knees and thank me, as I commend you to. Because you eating off YouTube checks because of the brim, not because nobody else. Talk about a for a whole, and let's see if you're going to eat. You ain't eating. You're not going to eat. So you need to me, because that's the only thing. Don't ever think you could bully me. Don't ever feel like you picking on me. Don't ever feel like you could play in my face. Cause I could really read for real. You would look at yourself in the mirror and
they blotting out the words. She cussing a lot. She mad.
Stop playing with me. When I don't reply, it's not because I'm grown. It's not because anything. It's because what do I gain? But stop playing with me. Let me tell you something. Before I was even rapping, I have my own. People fell in love with me. Before I was beat, I had 2 number 1s and 3 top 5s. So let's get that together. If you're gonna research and see how long people been supporting me for, Stop playing with me. This is why God be dragging you to fall. God gave you an opportunity in the beginning of the year that you fasted. He took that
How God get it?
hands. It was feeling yourself talking about you wasn't going to talk about me. Because God gave you an opportunity. God took that from you. Took your food at your mouth. Not me. Not anybody, Jesus. Because you're a nasty person. You got a nasty heart. You think like you could pick on somebody like you some type of big dog. What the fuck you are? They don't keep fucking threatening me saying that you going to say why we fell out. Tell the world why we fell out. You a fake. You fake. I'm fake. You fake.
Wow.
I was fake. No, you was fake. And I let you play in my face for a long time. But more or less, it's not even about that anymore. Why you keep me like I'm like, who you feeling like? Then, just want to get in the app and talk about, do women hate gay men? Women don't hate gay men. Women hate gay men like you. Messy and always starting. And you got you playing with me every other day to appease what? Little kids, you man grown, you finna be 40. You on this app every other day, picking on people, trying to deprive. Every other day you want to look about a doing, try to they low they self-esteem down.
They're bleeping out all the cuss words. Her mouth is, y'all know her mouth is really bad.
You talking about me, and I'm not.
So yeah, she's going off on Armon. Armon did a video talking about her, reading her down, and just like really, really going in on her, and she responded. So I think that's exactly what he was looking for, was a response. So you know he's gonna respond back, because that's what Armon does, and I will be going over there to hear what he has to say. Okay. But yeah, that's what's going on, child. Armon is into it currently with Cardi B. I mean, it's kind of a good and bad thing for him. You know, she is a celebrity, so any type of traction that he gets in that type of way for his channel, it only is going to help promote it, okay? Because, you know, drama does sell. Drama does sell. I just want for Cardi to focus on your new child and your new album, promoting that. Stop all this damn Twittering. Like, it's impossible for you to be a mom of how many kids she got now? 3, 4 kids. Plus, focus on your album promotion. Focus on you get ready to be on tours here soon. You should be focusing on that. Focusing on the new baby that you have. Focusing on finalizing your divorce. Like, she has a lot of things that she should be focusing on and or doing versus arguing with Armon. Yeah, I get it. He does have a smart mouth. He does. That's his job. That's how he runs his show over there. That's who he is. But hey, I would not be responding to every single blogger. Every time somebody says something on Twitter or whatever, it's like you are responding to too many people for you to be in the place that you're in. You are a celebrity now. You're not on Love and Hip Hop anymore. You don't have to have that type of banter in order to remain relevant. You just don't. I don't respond to everything somebody say about me. Why? Why? Sometimes you bring relevancy to them. Ignore the fuck out of people. Do you see me doing it? People say shit about me all the time. I give this many fucks. That's 0. You see that? 0. I ain't going back and forth nowhere but to the fucking bank. Okay? Period. I'm not going back and forth with nobody. For what? I'm grown. I'm not arguing with some hoes that I don't know. You don't know Armon. He's a total stranger to you. So why give that much energy and attention to somebody you don't even fucking know? Okay? That's how I see it. But that is it for my show this morning. I will be popping back in on you guys after my meeting. I do need to prepare. Okay, because your girl got to know what she's talking about. All right. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and end my show here. You guys have a wonderful day. Yeah, I want her to stop responding. She responds too much. You ain't got to do that now, baby. You had to do that when you on Love and Hip Hop so that you could be noticed and people will know who you are. But we know you now, girl. You got a hot album out now. Focus on promoting that. Get your little tour and all that ready. Go on and finalize your divorce from Offset. Focus on your beautiful kids and everything else that you got going on. You're in a relationship now that you shouldn't be in, but focus on that too, honey. And stop responding to everything that people have to say about you. You don't got to do it, honey. You really don't. I promise you, you don't. But I mean, it's content for me today. Thank you. But you really don't have to respond. But again, shout out to the girls of fighting. We're going to get out of here. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will be popping back in. Let me get back to my main screen on you guys after I finish my 11 o'clock meeting. All right. Thank you so much to my top flight mods, Truth TV Podcast, Tyra, KBR, Sweet Essence, Rose Armstead, and Scorpion Mist. Thank you guys so much for doing an awesome job. And thank you to the content creators that usually stop by here. Said Armon been dragging her. Yeah, he gonna keep doing it too. That's who he is. He's a dragger. I like him. Jonetta Speaks, Black Women in the Building. If you hear Schoolboy, thanks for being here. Queen Speaks TV, Shay Renee in the Bushes, thanks for being here. Simple Mind Family TV, Miss Didi, thanks for being here. JCD Creations, Shay P, if you're in the building, thank you as well. All right, love you guys down. Of course, all my Caramelians, y'all know I love y'all down, honey, to the ground and back up. Love y'all. I will see you guys later for the next video. Please keep your notifications on, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and like the video as well. All right, love you guys down to the next one. Bye.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.